Good morning, Pixie Posse, and we little Pixels all. Thank you very much for joining me, your buddy Big John and G, here at Two Gun Pixie, your gateway to legendary gaming. Okay, so, well, slowly but surely, even with the bad news the other day, I'm still trying to get back on track, and I think I'm doing a pretty good job at that as far as the videos go, and everything I can do without a laptop and without a website. So, still limited, but still moving forward. Now, I just want to give you a brief overview of me and Dungeons & Dragons. I keep talking about that I've played it for so long. I'll give you a really quick bullet point history of how I got into it and why I've been into it for so long. And then we're gonna go over where I'm at. The week is almost over, and I did say that by the end of May, I'd be at my goal. So we're going to examine exactly how close I am and what that means. All right, everyone, I hope you have a great day and a better tomorrow. Okay, I do feel like I've gotten back on track. I lost a bunch of days, and really losing that wind under my sail. But here's the thing. I didn't take this into consideration. I hate to spend her time, but my wife's computer may do the job. At least for getting together some good Zazzle and merchandise and putting together a website. But that's dedicating a lot of time of her computer away from her, or even with her helping me do it if she wants. That's a lot to ask for. But otherwise, I feel like I'm good. I'm back on track. And as far as today goes, there was no catch with the mice, or mouse. I still don't know the number. But the traps are down in all the spots. And that's it. I haven't heard or seen anything. No droppings. So it's another reason I'm hoping maybe this is just a passer through, a scout or something, and the three dogs scared the crap out of it. But yeah, so this is doing pretty good. It's doing pretty good. Let's talk about how I started all this, though. So yeah, it was the summer of '77. And me and the gang were trying to figure out what to do, and I didn't like any of the suggestions. Baseball, football, stickball, manhunt. I didn't really care for any of those. And then a buddy came out, and he had this as a brand new game. And that's what started me on my lifelong quest. And the funny thing is that this all happened during a time that built up to the Satanic Panic. It was pre-Satanic Panic, but it may have been pre-Satanic Panic, but what you don't always hear a lot about was the abuse. The verbal, sure, but also the physical abuse that a lot of the D&D kids got from the bigger kids, mostly the jocks. There really was this very strong divide between jocks and nerds. It's not something that just played up for television and movies. And this was a huge part of that. So before the whole satanic thing even came in, there was a bunch of ass-kicking, swirlies, atomic wedgies going on, as well as just smacks across the face. I have to admit, I've always been big for my age, and I've always had a little bit of a temper. So that really saved me personally from a lot of the physical abuse, not so much the verbal. Maybe big, but I was never all that fast. So if someone could say something and escape, that was all they needed to do. But it was a rough time. It really wasn't. And then the Satanic Panic came along, and now besides having the bigger kids, the older kids, the jock kids coming down on us, we also had parents. We had parent groups, we had school groups, we had religious groups all coming down on us. None of that ever stopped me. Partly because I was lucky enough to have very smart, wise parents who, although it had brought up to them a few times, they always referred back to it just being a game. No different than someone, thinking that if you paint black on a cliff wall, someone's going to run through it, a la Looney Tunes style. There's a difference between real life and a game. My parents were always very wise about that. but not everyone was. I know a bunch of people that because of their parents or their religious groups were never allowed to play. I'm glad that it's survived. I'm glad that it has gotten past all that. But where it is now, I'm not going to comment on that, because where it is now really depends on who you are and what edition you play. So as long as you're playing the game, that's awesome. All right, I gotta say it's been a pretty productive day, and that's good, because that actually helped me get a little bit of wind under my sail again. I like productivity. I like being on top of things. So what did I get done today besides house chores, besides taking care of the dogs, besides all of that stuff? As far as this goes, what I got done today. So I did finish filming, editing, and uploading one of the 2 final Big Johnny G's 5 favorites that I need to get up. And this one was for mythology games. I finished filming, uploading, editing, uploading slideshow gaming for the Sheriff of Nottingham. I also finished filming, editing, uploading the incomparable Giacomo, King of Bards and Bard of Kings, another epic poem of his. And I also got up this coming week's 2GP's weekly YouTube schedule that I drop every Sunday to cover the Monday to the next Sunday. So that's not bad. But on top of that, I also did get a chance to write out all my notes for the final, I think, I'm going to double check everything, but should be the final midday monologue that I have to film right now for my year ahead of schedule plan. And that's going to be how to play basic Dungeons and Dragons. And then the final Big Johnny G's 5 favorite that I have to film, which is going to be my favorite head-to-head games. So when I get these 2 done, then it's time to just dot my T's and cross my I's. Right? No, seriously. Because then I'm going to go over my list and make sure that there's nothing that I missed. And if so, get on top of scheduling and seeing, what it is that I have to catch up on. So there might be a couple of things. Right now, I'm actually thinking there might be some gaming radars. And if that's the case, that's great, because they're so fast and easy. I could get like 4 or 5 of them up in a day. So I hope that's all it is. But we'll see. So that's where I am, and I'm all ready to call it a night. So this next several days is going to be not as busy as I wanted to be for here, because it is my wife's birthday weekend. So I'm going to be taking a little bit of time away from the camera, rightfully so, to help celebrate with my wife. So thank you very much, everyone, for following Two Gun Pixie on this journey to get a Guinness World Record. And I hope everyone has a great day and a better tomorrow. And that's when I'll see you tomorrow.